Hello, I'm Clay Montgomery, and today I'm demonstrating Lightwing, a disruptive new open platform for building digital signs, touchscreen kiosks, and control applications for ARM IMX6 hardware. Lightwing features native 3D compositing and rendering of text, images, video, and dynamic data from the web, including CSV and RSS channel feeds. Rather than encoding content into video loops, which are difficult to edit, Lightwing composites and renders content natively. Now, Lightwing is also an open platform built around open source tools and open embedded Linux. But Lightwing runs on both Linux and Windows. So you can download and install Lightwing and run this demo for yourself on Windows 7, 8, or 10. Use Lightwing to build your project on Windows, then deploy it to low-cost ARM sign players when you're ready. The free Lightwing Sign Development Kit for Windows includes all of the source files for several demos, including this one, as well as tutorials, fonts, effects, images, 3D animations, plus all of the open tools needed to build and deploy digital signs and touchscreen applications for low-cost ARM hardware. Content is king in digital signage, and Lightwing makes it easier to create great, compelling content. Most sign players require you to either create content in a web browser or to encode it into video loops. That means that you need to be proficient with things like XML, JavaScript, CSS, and PHP, or proprietary tools like Adobe or Studio authoring apps in order to build custom signs that really look professional. Basically, you need to be a web developer. And proprietary tools get expensive with monthly subscription fees, and they can lock you into sign players from a single vendor. And Windows and Android-based sign players suffer with high maintenance and security problems. These issues make building custom digital signs time-consuming and expensive. Well, all of these issues are avoided with Lightwing because it composites and renders content natively using simple plain text scripts that anyone can create and edit quickly. All you need is a text editor and a few other free open tools that are provided with Lightwing. And there's no maintenance or security problems either because Lightwing players don't use Windows, Android, web browsers, Java, or Adobe Flash. Lightwing is a better digital signage platform. Now, this is a single-page overview of all of the major features of the Lightwing platform, including the Sign Development Kit for Windows and the Linux players. There's a lot of information here. So for the rest of this demo, I'm going to walk through and demonstrate the major features individually, which are listed here on the left side of this menu page. Remember that you can run this demo for yourself once you have downloaded and installed the Lightwing SDK for Windows. Lightwing works with any HDMI display at 1080p high definition. It also supports inexpensive multi-touch panels from several vendors for building touchscreen kiosk and control applications. And keep in mind that you're probably watching this video at a lower resolution, so the quality is significantly better when it's viewed live. Now, Lightwing has support for touchscreen displays built in for building custom user interfaces for interactive digital signs or touch kiosks, or for home or conference room automation applications. The Lightwing script allows you to define what happens when objects on the display are touched, including text, buttons, or animated objects. Touchable objects can be animated like the spinning globes you see here, or they can be simple boxes filled with colors or images or even video. In this example, the 5 buttons on the right select the image that is projected onto the rotating globe in the center. This globe has a tracking area that allows it to be manipulated by the user. The horizontal slider at the bottom of the page controls the scale of the globe in this example. These 3D models were created with an open source tool named Blender, which can be used to create new 3D objects from scratch, or to import objects from other apps, or from a 3D scanner. Many 3D objects are provided in the Lightwing SDK that can be reused directly for making new signs. They also serve as examples for creating new objects for Lightwing using Blender. Lightwing's tightly integrated support for touchscreens and 3D object rendering goes way beyond the capabilities of other digital sign players. But remember, everything is controlled by simple plain text scripts. Now let's take a look at Lightwing's text rendering capabilities. Lightwing has amazing text features built in, including fonts, animations, drop shadows, and other effects. Over 35 typefaces are provided, as shown here. All of these are free to use for commercial applications with no royalties, and tools are provided to add more fonts if needed. Lightwing will automatically render any font at any size and any color with a variety of built-in animations and with optional effects such as drop shadows and 3D perspective. Here's a peek at some of the animations and effects that are built into Lightwing for text. This page shows how Lightwing can automatically apply drop shadows to any font in any size or color. Text automatically fades in and fades out, and the rates of the fade animations are easily defined. There are horizontal scrolling and vertical scrolling animations, with or without delays. There are horizontal, vertical, and diagonal sliding animations, with or without bouncing and with or without delays. And the bouncing animations can be done on the X, Y, or Z axes. Forward and reverse spin in and spin out animations can be used with or without delays. And finally, whole paragraphs can be displayed with 3D perspective, drop shadow bounce, and fade animations also. And here's another example with a delay added. Now, all of these text animations can be combined in almost any order to create compelling digital signs with these powerful text features. And Lightwing makes it easy because they are all rendered natively. Keep in mind that text in Lightwing is dynamic data. It can originate from scripts, a CSV file from Excel or Google Docs, or from an RSS feed from the web. And of course, there are even more examples provided in the Lightwing SDK. Now, Lightwing also supports horizontal scrolling text tickers directly, sometimes called marquees. Here's an example of several tickers played simultaneously. Lightwing scrolls tickers very smoothly because it does not have the overhead of large OSs like Windows, Android, or browser-based sign players. Lightwing does all rendering, compositing, and animation directly through the 3D accelerator on the ARM IMX6 sign players, using the OpenGL ES API. And this is how Lightwing typically outperforms sign players even on more expensive hardware doing simple animation tasks like this. This is another example of why Lightwing is a better sign player. Now let's look at Lightwing's support for page transitions. Lightwing will automatically animate the transitions between your page background images with a variety of built-in transition animations. There are 40 different page transition animation styles, which can be selected simply by referencing them in the script by name. And they can be played at any speed and in several different directions. Page transitions can improve the quality of digital signs, and they are so easy to use. Lightwing allows page transitions to be applied to backgrounds of still images or even backgrounds that are video loops. And images and video can even be combined into layered backgrounds using PNG images with alpha transparency. Here we are seeing the transitions applied to still image backgrounds. Lightwing also scales background images and video to fit the display automatically, which can eliminate the need to resize most images before they are used. Now let's look at the same page transitions applied to pages with video loop backgrounds. Because Lightwing handles video just like it does still images, all of the page transitions work with video backgrounds just as they do with still image backgrounds. And video is automatically scaled to fit the display, just as background images are. Again, these animations are built in and rendered natively, so they are used simply by referencing them in the script by their names. Of course, video can also be applied to smaller boxes or even 3D objects with arbitrary shapes, which could also be animated. There are also image effects built into Lightwing which can be applied to images and video, which we will see later on. But using video loops for page backgrounds with built-in page transition animations is a very easy way to build engaging digital signs quickly. The Lightwing SDK includes a fantastic open source tool named WinFF, which is used to convert video files for Lightwing. Lightwing players support several video codecs, including MPEG-4 and H.264, which are accelerated on Lightwing hardware by a dedicated processor. Because video is distributed in many different file formats on the web, such as MP4 and MOV, the WinFF tool is provided to convert video to formats that the sign players can store and play efficiently. WinFF is easy to use with configuration presets for Lightwing, and it can handle just about any video file format. Now, Lightwing also supports dynamic data from the web, including RSS channel feeds. Here's an example of how this can be used to present current news and information on a digital sign. The Lightwing script defines the URL of the RSS sites from which to pull data, as well as how often it is updated. Some RSS sites also provide thumbnail images of news stories along with the text, as shown here. Lightwing is automatically scaling these thumbnail images and adding the white frames using a built-in image effect, which I will discuss next. Everything about how the RSS information is presented on the page is controlled by the script, including the layout, the fonts, the colors, the scrolling, backgrounds, transitions, etc. Dynamic text data can be displayed using any text animations, such as individual lines or as whole paragraphs, which are formatted on the fly. Dynamic text can also be displayed as scrolling tickers, as shown here for the news story headlines. And multiple RSS feeds can even be presented on a page simultaneously if desired. Now let's take a look at Lightwing's built-in support for image effects. Lightwing can apply various effects to images, video, and text fonts simply by referencing them in the script by their names. And there are over 100 different effects provided with Lightwing from which to choose. You can also create your own custom effects by combining these examples or create new ones from scratch. No special tools are required because Lightwing compiles effects natively on the fly. This example shows a single image being distorted and manipulated in various ways to create many interesting effects that make content more engaging. This is another example of how Lightwing makes it easier to create compelling content by going way beyond the capabilities of other digital signage players. Lightwing can also apply all of the same image effects to video as well. This example shows a single video being distorted and manipulated in interesting ways by built-in image effects. And Lightwing can also apply effects to text fonts as well. The most important effects for text on digital signs are drop shadow effects, which are used to make text more readable when it's displayed over busy backgrounds. But Lightwing has many different effects for text which can produce really unique signage content. Most of the font effects are shown in this example. And these effects can also be customized, and they can be used on text tickers as well. This concludes this demonstration video of Lightwing. Most of the remaining items on this menu are available to be played as separate videos. And remember that you can run this demo for yourself once you have downloaded and installed the Lightwing SDK for Windows. To learn more about Lightwing, visit my blog at montgomery1.com. To get started building your applications with Lightwing, download and install the free Lightwing Sign Development Kit today. And thanks for watching.